हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। आज का वीडियो स्पेशली क्लास 12 के बच्चों के लिए है जिनका केमिस्ट्री का एग्ज़ाम अक्टूबर 2024 में होने वाला है। इस वीडियो में हम आपके लिए मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट ब्रॉड क्वेश्चंस आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं जिनको आपको बिना स्किप के देखना है, क्योंकि इस वीडियो से आपको बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन हो सकता है एग्ज़ाम में देखने को मिल जाए। तो चलिए वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। बिना स्किप किया आप पूरा वीडियो देखते रहिए। एग्ज़ाम पैटर्न पे थोड़ा बात कर लेते हैं। आपका जो केमिस्ट्री का एग्ज़ाम होगा वो 80 मार्क्स का होगा और इस पेपर को लिखने के लिए, केमिस्ट्री के पेपर को लिखने के लिए आपको 3 घंटे का टाइम मिलेगा। तो आगे स्टार्ट करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, डिस्कस द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ओवर पोटेंशियल एंड इट्स इफेक्ट ऑन इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस। एंड द आंसर इज over potential is the extra voltage required beyond the theoretical potential to derive a non-spontaneous electrochemical reaction. It arises due to factors like the slow kinetic of electrode reactions, resistance of the electrode, and mass transfer limitations. In electrolysis, higher overpotential leads to greater energy consumption. Second number point, it can alter the products of electrolysis by favoring the reduction or oxidation of potential species. Second number point, for example, in the electrolysis of water, overpotential affects the efficiency of hydrogen and oxygen gas production. Question is, how is the conductivity of an electrolyte affected by temperature? And the answer is, the conductivity of an electrolyte generally increases with an increase in temperature. As temperature rises, first point, the mobility of ions increases due to higher kinetic energy. Second point, the degree of dissociation of electrolytes also increases. This leads to a higher number of charge carriers, means ions, moving faster through the electrolyte, thus increasing conductivity. Question is, describe the working principle of a galvanic cell. And the answer is, a galvanic cell, also known as voltaic cell, converts chemical energy into electrical energy. It consists of two different metals connected by a salt bridge or porous membrane. First number point, anode. The metal where oxidation occurs or the loses electrons, it is the negative electrode. Second point, cathode. The metal where reduction occurs, that means gains electrons, it is the positive electrode. And third point, electrons flow from the anode to the cathode through an external circuit, generating an electric current. The salt bridge maintains electrical neutrality by allowing the flow of ions, preventing the buildup of charge in the solutions. Question is, what is the significance of the electrochemical series? And the answer is, the electrochemical series is a list of elements arranged according to their standard electrode potentials. It helps in predicting, first point, the spontaneity of redox reactions. Second point, the strength of oxidizing and reducing agents. Third number point, the feasibility of a cell reaction. Metals higher in the series are more likely to lose electrons and act as reducing agents, while those lower are more likely to gain electrons and act as oxidizing agents. Question is, explain the concept of aromaticity with Huckel's rule. And the answer is, aromaticity refers to the stability of cyclic planar molecules with delocalized pi electrons. Huckel's rule states that a molecule is aromatic if it has 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n is a non-negative integer. Example, benzene C6H6 has 6 pi electrons, making it aromatic. The electrons are delocalized over the ring, giving benzene its stability and characteristic chemical properties. Next question is, describe the structure and bonding of benzene. And the answer is, is an aromatic hydrocarbon with a ring structure. It consists of 6 carbon atoms arranged in a hexagon, each bonded to a hydrogen atom. The carbon-carbon bonds in benzene are of equal length. Intermediate between a single and double bond due to delocalization of pi electrons across the ring. This delocalization gives benzene its characteristic stability and aromaticity. Question is, what is hydrocarbons? Classify them with examples. And the answer is, hydrocarbons are organic compounds consisting entirely of carbon and hydrogen atoms. They can be classified into 3 major categories. First number point, alkanes, saturated hydrocarbons with single bonds between carbon atoms. Example, methane, ethane. Second point, alkenes, unsaturated hydrocarbon with at least one double bond between carbon bonds. Example, ethene, propene. Third point, alkynes, unsaturated hydrocarbon with at least one triple bond between carbon atoms. Example, ethyne, propyne. And fourth number point, aromatic hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons containing benzene rings or similar ring structure. Example, benzene, toluene. Next question is, what are ethers? Discuss their physical properties. And the answer is, ethers are organic compounds containing an oxygen atom bonded or 2 alkyl or aryl groups. Physical properties are, first point, boiling points. Ethers have lower boiling points compared to alcohols of similar molecular weight due to the absence of hydrogen bonding. Second point, solubility. Ethers are relatively soluble in water, especially those with smaller alkyl groups, due to the ability of the ether oxygen to form hydrogen bonds with water molecules. Third point, density. Ethers are generally less denser than water and are good solvent for many organic reactions. Next question is, what are biomolecules? Classify them with examples. And the answer is, biomolecules are organic molecules that are essential for life and are involved in the structure and function of living cells. They can be classified into 4 major categories. First point, carbohydrates provide energy and structural support. Example, glucose, cellulose. Second number point, proteins. It serves as enzymes, structural components, and in signaling. Example, hemoglobin, enzymes like amylase. Third number point, lipids. Provides energy storage, insulation, and make up cell membranes. Example, fats, phospholipids. Fourth number point, nucleic acids. Store and transmit genetic information. Example, DNA, RNA. Next question is, describe the structure of glucose and explain its significance. And the answer is, glucose is a simple sugar or monosaccharide with the chemical formula C6H12O6. It has a 6 carbon backbone with an aldehyde group at one end, making it an aldohexose. The structure of glucose can be represented in both open chain and cyclic form, with the cyclic form being more common in solution. Its significance are, first point, glucose is the primary source of energy for cells in most organisms. Second point, it is the main product of photosynthesis in plants. And the third point, it plays a crucial role in cellular respiration, providing energy for metabolic processes. Next question is, what are enzymes? Discuss their role as biological catalysts. And the answer is, enzymes are proteins that act as biological catalysts, speeding up chemical reactions in living organisms without being consumed in the process. They lower the activation energy required for reactions, allowing them to occur more efficiently. Its roles are: first point, enzymes are specific to substrates, binding to them at the active site to form an enzyme substrate complex. Second point, they facilitate various metabolic processes, including digestion, energy production, and DNA replication. Third point, enzymes are regulated by factors such as pH, temperature, and आगे बढ़ने से पहले अगर आपने अभी तक इस वीडियो को लाइक नहीं किया है और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो काइंडली इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आगे बढ़ते हैं। डिस्क्राइब द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ प्रोटीन्स इन बायोलॉजिकल सिस्टम्स। द आंसर इज प्रोटीन्स आर लार्ज complex molecules made up of one or more chains of amino acids folded into a specific three-dimensional shape. The structure of proteins can be described at 4 levels. First point, primary structure. The sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide chain. Second point, secondary structure. Local folding of the polypeptide into structure like A helices and alpha helices and beta sheets stabilized by hydrogen bonds. Third point, tertiary structure. The overall three-dimensional shape of a single polypeptide chain. And the fourth point, quaternary structure. The arrangement of multiple polypeptide Next question is, what are lipids? Discuss their types. The answer is, lipids are a diverse group of hydrophobic organic molecules includes fats, oil, waxes, phospholipids, and steroids. The types of lipids are: first point, triglycerides made of glycerin and 3 fatty acids serve as energy storage molecules. Second point is phospholipids, contain glycerol, 2 fatty acids, and a phosphate group form cell membranes. Third point is steroids, characterized by a structure of 4 fused rings, include hormones like cholesterol. Next question is, what are nucleic acids? Compare DNA and RNA. And the answer is, nucleic acids are biomolecules that store and transmit genetic information. There are 2 main types: DNA, deoxyribonucleic acids, and RNA, ribonucleic acids. And the differences between them are: DNA is a sugar deoxyribose, or RNA is the only ribose. DNA strands are double-stranded, while the RNA strand is single-stranded. The basis of DNA is adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, while the RNA's bases are adenine, uracil, cytosine, and guanine. The function of DNA is to store genetic information, while the RNA's functions are transfer genetic codes for proteins. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इस वीडियो को जरूर से लाइक करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग।